And in international news, European Union officials will focus on preparing a new aid package for Greece that includes a voluntary role for investors. This comes after the EU and the International Monetary Fund approved the fifth installment of Greece's €110 billion bailout. Jean-Claude Juncker, the head of the Eurogroup, told reporters he expects the EU to agree to additional financing to be provided to Greece under strict conditionality. This will include private sector involvement on a voluntary basis. Greece Prime Minister George Papandreou agreed to €78 billion in additional austerity measures and asset sales through 2015 to secure the €12 billion bailout payment and meet conditions for receiving an additional rescue package. He agreed to make significant cuts in public sector employment and establish an agency to manage the asset sales, according to a statement released in Athens over the weekend. China, India and Brazil are set to become the world's three largest domestic banking markets by 2050, according to a PricewaterhouseCoopers report. The banking assets of emerging nations are likely to overtake those of the G7 economies, the report suggests, with India expected to be the fastest growing over the next 4 decades. By 2050, the EE7 countries' banking sectors, which include those of China, India, Brazil, Mexico, Russia, Indonesia and Turkey, are expected to be the same size as the banking sectors in countries like Italy and France. Even before that time, total profits from domestic banking in the E7 will be larger than that in the G7. China and Russia pledged to push forward bilateral ties at the 10th Shangri-La dialogue in Singapore on Saturday. China's Defense Minister Liang Guangli met with Russia's Deputy Prime Minister Sergei Ivanov and stated that China and Russia will continue to coordinate closely in international and regional affairs and boost their bilateral ties to a new level. Trade turnover between Russia and China doubled to $60 billion last year, according to the Russian Deputy Prime Minister. He added that the two countries enjoy good prospects of cooperation in the energy sphere, including nuclear energy, as well as in the military, technical and high-tech sector. Russian Deputy Prime Minister Sergei Ivanov said earlier this week that Russia will finalize a 30-year deal with China by June 10th to supply an annual 68 billion cubic meters of gas. That's the latest in international business, but before we go, we'll take a quick look at the Asian equity markets from last Friday, then at the price of oil, followed by metals and a selection of currencies. And after that, Laura Buckwell is back with the news.